I can't heal that, unfortunately.
Okay.
Okay.
You can try.
I'm innocent for now. Oh, damn it.
Here,
That's okay.
here we'll do it funny. We'll take this arm off and then put this arm instead. There we go.
Oh no, we're good. My play space shifted again a little bit.
Flex the fingers.
Ah,
gotcha.
All right, I'm gonna go in.
What?
Fair
I
trade.
would have already. Oh wait, I should probably read comms. That's how I know.
Boring
Yeah.
hand. Not as boring hand. Listen,
You
it's
just come
my
with
turn
us.
to join the funny arm gang.
The funny arm gang. What is this funny arm?
Well, apparently everyone has a funny arm nowadays. I couldn't tell that was
Actually,
you
you're
or
right.
the fucking or the little voice mod that Gruntle set
Yeah,
up.
there was Higgs's message. Hey, I'm wanting to have a meeting after I'm done with the ruins today.
Yep.
So yeah, you could have seen that, and yeah, you're in the comms that was said in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm following you because it just makes sense.
Yeah, everyone. I am a part of everyone now.
Yeah.
Blood arm.
Various, right here. You said everyone.
Who are you?
Who are you to tell me?
So if he made a mud arm with a right arm, then that means anything he picked up would dissolve slowly in his hand.
Oh, thank God, finally. The way to get rid of global pollution. Just dissolve everything.
Hey, I'm trying to eat all the trash in the sewers, so like, you can thank me.
You know what? You're doing a good job. We're proud of you. You're environmentally friendly.
Yeah, I'm eating all the trash in the sewers. I'm fixing it.
Recycling into I don't know
Yeah.
something.
Recycling into something.
I don't know why.
What people think happens when you throw a battery in the ocean? It's just gone forever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They are the optimal.
It's
I'm
gone.
the
It doesn't exist anymore.
I'm the optimal garbage
It's
disposal.
time for a new life with the Grail. Come here. Into the mud.
Well, then we're all of my problems. I'll just shove them in front of question marks. Take care of these for me, please. Just consume.
All right.
We know they're
That
not.
way you can know
Hey,
better.
you know, yeah, you know a name for 'em.
Simba.
Shit, I can't even. I was
Yeah.
gonna try to.
You said question
Oh
mark.
shit, I can't even.
question
There
Oh,
we
you're
go.
gonna turn
Okay,
tiny?
that's-
Oh, your face.
Whoa.
Oh,
Wait, why
Oh.
you
Oh,
face?
there you go.
Why did you give them mine? Wait, hold on. No, do that again. Do that again.
terrifying.
We're missing a prime
okay.
opportunity here. Turn invisible again. B, just keep facing me.
Oh, it's
All right,
so
well, you know what
scary.
you need to do. Just walk, float over
not
this
facing you.
direction,
Yeah.
and face
Okay.
me.
Hold on.
Yeah,
front of the
replace
cup.
their face.
And, oh, is the cup
The
having
cup
a
have a
face?
face.
You have a face.
Oh, wait.
God.
Okay, I know what you're doing. Hold on. Is that?
Forward?
Forward a bit.
Oh,
A little closer
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
fire.
Okay, what?
Stay
Yeah.
Only one of you can move.
Where-
Only one of you can
Where do
move.
we need to go?
You're good.
There
You're
we go.
good.
There
Oh,
we
I
go.
need to see myself.
Right there.
Oh.
Right there.
There we go. Beware the Grail.
Oh, Grail of wisdom, what is your wisdom to bestow upon us? Don't be racist. I am a Grail cup.
Alright. Obviously, an apple a day keeps anyone away if you throw that bitch hard enough.
Alright, you guys should start going to the
Yeah.
roof. You guys should start going to the roof. Patty's there.
Oh, my legs are broken.
Y'all have fun.
Here we
I'll see you
go.
later.
Fun. In the sun. I would ask you the question, but I already know the answer for you, so I can't ask the question. Did you have a weird dream last night at all? Like a nightmare or a bad dream?
No.
Okay, just me. All right, that's fine.
Was it similar to
It
your
was-
other ones, or was it like?
No, I don't. I'm not explaining. Not fully. You know when you kind of just have a sense of dread, like something really bad has happened? and you kind of there's nothing happening around you. There's no like outside indicators. You're not getting a message. No one's talking to you, anything like that. It's just you get this weird sense of like something is very wrong. Something bad has just happened.
I guess.
I don't know. Again, I'm just bad dreams or paranoia. I'm not entirely sure. Again, with everything going on, it could literally be anything. Stop maybe comfort if I ask others. Unfortunately, you're kind of the only person I talk to on a daily basis that still has dreams. Which is real awkward when you really sit there and think about it.
It is a little weird.
I used to dream once. It was good. It was a fun time. Can you... No, that's a dumb question. I want you to finish that statement. No. So... No, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to look really stupid, so I'm not going to say it.
Say it.
No, I don't want to.
Say it.
I don't
You
wanna.
can't just start a sentence and then stop. Say it.
I can, very
Say it.
easily. Oh, look, a
You
distraction.
can, but not that.
But now I want to know.
We both want to know.
I know you both want to know. You both are going to look at me like I'm stupid.
I mean,
Because the thought that came to my head, right? Okay, first off, I'll kick you in the goddamn shins. I can't do it at the key, but I can do it here. I'll push you down some stairs eventually. No, so my brain was like, well, she can't dream. Uh-huh. Oh, no, she can't daydream. No, you idiot. That's not how that works.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
No,
Anyway.
that's not how that works. Again, those little dots that come out just randomly. Oh, God, come on!
can we go back?
No, we can't, apparently. God damn it. Are they all up there?
Well, Patty is at
Up
least.
there?
Why is it raining?
Because
don't
we
know.
existed. I forgot my coat! Oh, did you bring the coat?
No.
Nobody's got coats.
This way, just doing the thing.
Ah.
Oh, okay.
Redirections in
sick of
place.
the
I don't
rain.
think I've got enough seats for everyone. This is important.
Sit on the
I'll
window.
stand. If
I-
I need
I-
to, I'll stand. That's fine.
I can bring my own seat.
Counting the windows, so I think I
Oh,
can
that's
sit.
right. Never mind, fuck you. I'm sitting down.
Count the windows, so I
Let me
can
just-
sit now. And if someone's in my spot, I'm going to be
I'll
very
tape
angry.
myself to the ceiling.
It's very wet. It's like it's water coming out of the sky or something.
Yeah, it's something crazy like that.
Something crazy like
I want the windows open.
followed us here.
We probably do actually have enough seats, but maybe not.
I can't believe my forward-thinking design when constructing this room came in handy.
So there's probably going to be a little bit of catch-up a couple of us are going to need, but just to clarify,
Well, we've only got
Card,
two
no
more
card.
people?
I have a card.
Mm.
Oh, who?
no,
Yes.
this one.
No.
No, he's a,
No.
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 I know you have a card.
No. Listen, we got to get it. We got to get the good vibes in now, so we can make the talk a little bit, more palatable to take. That's how this works, right?
No.
Yes.
Ah, shit. Ah, shit.
Sure, that's definitely how things work.
Well, I tried.
Hey, Ida, I think this towel might be ruined. I'm sorry. I owe you a towel.
What did you do?
Did you eat it?
I I mudded on it on accident. There's mud on it.
Ew. That just. Why does it sound? Oh, it sounds bad. I don't like that terminology.
Okay.
I can't believe he.
Peanut butter in here?
Please don't
They
murder
shouldn't
other
be.
people's
Peanut
house.
butter?
I don't think so.
Wait, wait.
We
Amber
haven't.
just walked into the other house with a hatchet.
Oh, my son does that. It's fine.
It's
He does
fine.
that.
Threatening.
Okay,
Yeah.
I felt like I was about to witness a murder.
Well, no.
You probably
He's
won't
walked in
witness
Ida's
one.
house
Don't
before.
worry
There's a
about that. That
chance.
house is very powerful.
In and out, actually. Kind of just does as he pleases.
So, do we begin when Higgs is here, or do we begin now?
Putting
Oh,
it
he's in the
out
bathroom.
shower, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think,
Oh.
I think you can remove the
Speak of the
remove
devil.
the little water
Oh,
repellent
oh,
thingy.
yeah.
I did you a favor and I incinerated that towel, but I owe you a towel.
What?
I think you think it's dissolved it is a
I got
better
mud on
way
it.
of describing.
Yeah.
I don't want to eat the towel. That would feel weird.
Just put
You
water
dissolve
on
it.
it. If it.
I had mud on the inside of my mask and shit. It's gross. Always happens. Anyways, where am I sitting?
You could wash
It's in
it,
there.
just washed it down the... Okay.
Hello, tail
Alright.
friend.
You know what? That didn't occur to me.
Alright, so before we get into the bad news, for my sake, please TLDR everything I missed.
Wait, what am I doing? I'm just.
Well,
The last time I saw you was talking to Akira. Yeah,
Yep,
These are
I
the
had to
else
take a
outside from that.
break after that.
of importance. Oh, you know what? No, we can touch on some things that we touched on last time. All right. Did you see the news report of the wizards doing a light show in the mountains?
Yes.
Yeah, that wasn't a light show in the mountains. That was, in fact, all of the mana being used in the Grail. At Gil's place.
Are the other servants still around?
Yes.
Yep.
But the Diamond Cup's still around.
Putting. Am I still? I think I'm still.
So the
that's
Holy Grail
fine.
War's still on, but there's nothing to claim for prize. It's all gone.
3 more years.
Elaborate a
3
bit more on
years.
that.
We'll get there, we'll
The
get
wish
there.
was not used, but all the mana in the cup was used, so effectively the wish cannot be used until the mana comes back.
We thought
so
that the wish was
3 more
used.
years. Because if the wish itself was used, the Grail would not be present, but it is.
So the Grail War is effectively on pause.
Well, it was on
Okay.
pause, now it's on mandatory pause. I mean, unless someone wants to end the war and not get a wish. You know, that's always an option.
That would go over really well with everyone, I think.
Oh,
I think
absolutely.
everyone could come to conclusion with that, yeah.
Something that makes me kind of curious is that what does that mean for specifically Akira? Besides the whole like that other one got a body before I did, because like they
Well,
need
you
to
saw
like
you that's probably why they're so pissed off right now. It's probably part of it.
like yeah. My what I'm wondering is that does this mean that like if they try to consume the actual physical cup right now?
Well,
Is
that's
that
I'd like some
that's
more
the-
detail on what happened
Well, the normal Grail made itself a body. Basically, did what Akira wanted to do and did it faster, except not in the best way.
We've interacted with
Because-
them a couple of times now.
Yes.
Even think we have a name for them now, like a proper name.
I wouldn't recommend saying that loud. If you don't know what that does. My sister had a talk with the normal cup, which will come up with a name, but it's not their actual name for now. And they did have some things to say, but I'll get to that in a bit. But anyway, the most important.
Personally, I'm of the strong opinion that we should not be naming it.
It's already got a name and name
why?
itself.
It's already got a name. Yeah, it already has a name. Just like Kira already
there.
has
If
a
you
I don't
want
name.
think-
to
but it's not Kira.
personalize it, the cat's out of the bag. It's already a person.
Yeah, they're already
Well,
a person,
again-
that's
I tried naming it just so we could have a name so we wouldn't be calling it a random thing in the street.
There's that.
And then it responded.
Look, we were fully aware of the fact that both Grails were already people at this point. There's no going back from that. And people have names.
No.
I know you're attempting currently to distance yourself from the idea of it because that makes the high likelihood that we're going to probably have to put this down easier, but
The Holy Grail is probably dead, which is what I was trying to get to. The Holy Grail is most likely fully gone and dead, which is why the name I don't think should apply at all. It's the equivalent of wearing a corpse on your face.
He keeps saying dead, but what does that?
Like, what does that actually mean?
To elaborate, there's 3 possibilities of what's happened here. Because this entity is not the same entity precisely than the original Grail itself. There's the 3 things that could have happened. Number 1, that is the cup and it changed its body. That seems like the least likely, going off all the very many hints we've been given.
I would say it's absolutely certainly not a possibility at this point. We've had 3 people who are separate say otherwise.
so just to clarify, the Holy Grail, the original, attempted to do what Akira was doing and utilizing the mana that was inside of it itself. And it created a body, and that may or may not have led to what they wanted, but not exactly what they wanted.
Potentially.
It is strange because it's evolved as well. It's not
The body
really comparable
exists
here
based
anymore.
on what Ludrix said. It's a person that is able to communicate. And they have a name. Whether or not that is the same being as the Grail was is up for debate.
No. Okay, so I'm done beating around the bush with this already. Yeah, go ahead.
Let's do possibility 2 and 3. Quite simply, option 2 is. Oh.
One. Ludwig had something.
Oh, sorry.
Keep in mind, I'm attempting to get a recap here first and foremost before we go into new info.
Okay, you know what? Didn't do that, then we'll go back to mine.
Okay.
Ida, you next.
Okay. Well, obviously, naturally, the result of this is Akira is very angry. Because, it's kind of like a situation where imagine you're trying to do a thing for ages and then just someone shows up and does it in like a quarter of the time. With seemingly little effort. At least that's what I'm assuming it is.
Salarian
Anyway.
answer, got it.
Except it would seem the way the normal Grail did it was, if it was them who intentionally did it, which is a possibility, they did it in like the worst way possible. Because option 2 and 3, we're fairly certain that whatever this being now is not a Grail. It's most likely a beast. And we're fairly certain of this.
I'm adamant. I was told by 3 different individuals who are, we were told by 3 different individuals, all mostly disconnected from each other, that this was a beast.
Yeah.
And a beast, I guess, for those who don't know about them, it's a big, spooky, powerful thing, right?
Yes, well.
Big, spooky, powerful thing that wants to destroy humanity.
Yeah.
More powerful than a servant.
Nice. And it currently has the vessel and body and abilities of a Grail.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Remember my darkest timeline?
Mm-hmm.
So, there's 2 options here. Either option 2, it's it evolved into one by accident, which is very much a possibility. When, like, the one conversation someone ever got of it was it seemed to care about people a lot, and being a beast is loving humanity so much you're going to destroy it. So it could accidentally evolved into that on its own. It's technically
Love humanity to the point you want to destroy it?
yes, it's a bit of a paradox, but that is the mindset.
Kind of, to an extent. There's scientific studies about, and I'm sorry to interrupt with this, but there's a theory about like tiny cute things, right? And the desire and the want to squish them until they stop existing.
Oh.
It's a kind of the same, I'm assuming the same concept, right?
I can't believe.
Huh.
Can't believe Ludwig brought up the what is it?
It's
Cute
more,
expression, but that's
more
not.
like conscious than that, though. I think it's more like the thinking just doesn't make sense.
Complex.
Hmm.
I'm going to come up with a random example. It's kind of like, people will get hurt if they are outside. Well, I'll just absorb them all. Then they can't get hurt anymore. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of,
I'll protect you by taking away your free will or something like that.
Hey, I remember a guy who did that once. I stabbed him. It wasn't effective.
So, from what Higgs tell me, it's possibly a beast of life, a beast of the Grail, one or the other. There's a third option, but I don't think it's that, because that's a different universe.
Well, I mean, I saw a version of Liz in that other universe too, so I think anything can go, to be honest with you.
My point being,
I'm going to hold my thoughts on it at the moment, but it is at minimum a beast who is going to destroy humanity at some point or attempt to do so. Which is why I don't believe it deserves a name, because it's going to be something we have to kill.
$50 is that it's going to attempt to do so in exactly 2 months and 1 week and 2 days.
Yeah, so was my conclusion, basically. This is how the Halloween tragedy is going to happen this year, or at least we're going to have to try to stop it.
there is some quirks here. This being it doesn't seem like it's come out fully ready. They don't seem to be fully there, quote unquote. It seems very childlike. All they really want to do is just eat stuff. And they're really cooperative and they'll talk to you. Well, they can't really talk, but they'll listen to you and understand you and do stuff.
I love humanity, they're so tasty.
Well, they do listen though. If you say don't do something, they won't do it.
So we gotta make
My
sure
sister
we have
spent
people
some
who
time with them.
well-being, naive or nicer folk just interacting with them.
Yes. So by referring to my sister, she has some interactions. That's why she got the name, which I'm not going to say because I don't know it does anything. But it's a two-letter name, like Akira's actual name. So it's using a Grail name by the sound of it, rather than another name.
Does anyone remember how we figured out the Akira's name?
It was written down on some stuff that the OPD found, wasn't it?
You were saying?
Possibly. In any case, is that all for the recap?
No. No. Well, the actual recap is mainly this new stuff now.
Alright, new stuff then.
So yes, new stuff. Yeah, so my sister had talk. They tried to play Pictionary, and they realized, they can only say ass, so that doesn't really work.
Patty and I had a conversation with Akira yesterday. It didn't go very well. I don't think anyone attempts to try to have a conversation with them for a little while.
Yeah. I was trying to I was spending a couple of nights there just trying to figure out what I wanted to say exactly. And when Higgs kind of just rolled up, I was like, well, okay, I guess I'll just then poke the Grail then and there. And well, they kind of appeared in a much more...
I know for the time being, but I think that we need to go into go mode.
Yeah. Hold on. Like the way they kind of first appear was like the the actual Grail itself was like making all these gurgling noises. There was like a whole bunch of teeth that was like starting to gnash away, coming out of the Grail until just like a hand just like pulled it back, and then kind of appeared. And instead of being some kind of like being dazed or kind of confused and whatnot, they just kind of was just angry. Like, what do you want?
Very angry. Probably the problem of that is a little bit. I don't think that they were going to fully come out. I had to push power into it basically. Kind of like casting a spell. You push power into your words to do it.
Like I said, it takes a bit to get them to come out. They're not paying, like they have not been paying attention to any of us until we kind of like grab their attention and say, hey, pull this memory from us. Like every single time I talk to them, they just been kind of just initially confused until they go like, oh, you're talking about that. Also, I brought up the whole thing about the upon activation, we kind of do the whole like, hey, we want to smash something real quick. It's Akira caught on to that and they're like, okay, that's simply just the part of my frustration just leaking out. That should stop now. And suddenly sky just turned blue. Well, it's the hue of blue that's on there anyways. So we should be fine now whenever we activate the cards. Also,
I was fine today.
That's good to hear. I also tried to make sure that, hey, do we do anything when we activate the card to them? And they said it does not affect them in any capacity. So, my concern is... New info... Wait, was there anything specific that Kira mentioned? There was something that I felt like was... I'm sorry, what's up, Ludwig?
There's also...
Just kind of hopping on earlier a little bit, and Avarius can confirm this because he was with me. So we recently went back to the sewers, essentially kind of retracing our steps, and we encountered her again and walked around with her for a little bit, right? Just to observe, talk, see what we could garner. So I got the whole name that you don't want us to say. One thing that I will note is at a point in the sewers, they went to go sit down near the pool where all the sludge is, and they kind of just apparated a Grail into their hand to scoop it up to drink out of it. Yeah, icky, very icky. Just the fact they apparated a Grail is the only thing I wanted to pull the attention to. A goblin, but technically.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yes, it's worth mentioning actually. Yes, the Grail vessel itself, the cup still exists. Isn't really gone anywhere.
Should I assume the church is continuing to do nothing about this as per usual?
They don't know at the moment, most likely.
Yeah, Gil does not know. Gil's like, it's really funny. It seems like Gil's the only person who doesn't know. Everyone seems to know. Like, around, everyone who's paying attention to him seems to know what the fuck's up.
Alright, it was Akira that said that they would call it a beast of life, if anything.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh.
Like fucking...
The one whom the Grail is in the care of, presumably, does not know that the Grail is now walking around on two legs.
Well, no, he knows he's walking
he knows
around.
that.
He does not know it's a beast. Because he'd flip his shit if he didn't know.
Yeah. If he flipped his shit at
want
me,
him to
or
flip
he
his
flipped his shit at...
No, we don't.
I don't
We do not
know.
want him to flip his shit.
I think it's a good idea.
We won't let him know.
Let's ask
Do we
Kiko how
want-
that goes.
We won't let him know for that one.
Because
What about the church?
Sorry,
Do we
bad
want
joke.
them flipping their shit?
the church also do not know because he hasn't told them, apparently. He has not
Church
fucking told them.
The church will flip regardless.
I don't think I'd ever go so far as to say Gilgamesh is ever truly useless, because he's just too powerful to ever be completely useless. But should we just assume the church is completely useless?
No, but I suspect they're not going to be very beneficial in the current situation.
Then
Realistically
they're
speaking.
functionally useless for us, at least for now.
Hey Anna, hey Harlow, go kill the beast. It'll be funny.
Actually, Anna's probably not gonna do anything for a while. She's just became head of her house.
I spoke with her a few days ago.
Yeah, that's why she's been gone is paperwork, because she's now head.
I spoke with her regarding the Grail growing legs. She's not going to do anything about that at the moment. I also spoke with Harlow about the same subject. That's basically the main purpose behind that was me essentially saying to them that, hey, there's no point killing the other servants because you winning the war is pointless at the moment, and that message seems to have gone across quite handily.
Does August have any Tylenol around, Ida? Or booze? I know he has booze somewhere, but I would rather Tylenol.
There's a convenience store just right around the corner.
I mean, there is some here, yeah. Draw behind me.
Real quick question. Beasts, are they considered in control of themselves?
Depends. This is where we I think bring up Nella's friend, Higgs.
Yeah. So I'm going to lead with this first of all to say that I don't think any of you should be talking to Nella. Sorry, mind the tail. Or at least no talk. Sorry, no comma. Sorry, amendment. Talk to Nella. Be friends with Nella. That's fine. I don't think any of you should be asking Nella for information.
I
effectively
don't know why we would want to.
Yeah.
Well, because Nella has provided me with the most information about this that I could probably get. I'm also going to need to be...
A lot of people wouldn't have been around the fork anyway. There was a mission going
effectively,
on.
at the current moment,
a couple people were on. A couple of us were NPCing for.
Chi, my hunch was correct. Chi is like a servant. I thought she was a servant. She was not a servant. She is a beast.
Elaboration. Her friend in the universe she's from. Who she kind of lives with.
Her roommate. Yeah. So
it was fucking weird.
Yeah, it's a little strange. Anyway, but that
So
it explains a lot of things.
With a beast from a different universe.
More like she is her caretaker. So Chi, and I'm also going to point this out too, and this is my opinion. I don't know how long that situation there is going to last. Nella is very uncomfortable about talking about any of this, so I'm going to be trying to ad-lib as best I can for some of this and try to explain this without sounding, or no, without just dumping it all out there. But effectively at the moment, Nella has a kind of working way to pacify, I put in heavy quotation mark, Chi. I don't think that's going to work here with,
I'm going to presume that
Girl.
she is the name of the beast from a different universe.
Yes. So, effectively, the reason why that they work together so well is because Nella has evidently seen the worst of humanity. I think that, and this is kind of the point where Nella was starting to put up walls. I guess is the best way to put it. She was, her body language, she was curling up. She was not happy. And she was starting to shut down. I wasn't...
Like
talking less to me and
okay.
Yes, like physically starting to like close herself off with her body from me, who was stressing her out.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'll read through the lines here. Let's not talk about it.
yeah. In any case, the problem with it at the moment is that there's probably information on it. It's not here. Now Chi and the beast here, they look very similar, and they feel very similar. Because of that, I have Nella said that she is called the Beast of Heaven's Eye, because her eyes aren't actually her eyes. She's actually just covered in them all over. Has anyone seen our beast do that?
No. I'm fairly certain they're different. Just like how we saw all the routes to many possibilities of us becoming beasts, I think that is a different thing. I think it's another form rather than the same.
And we should come. That's actually.
I'd also like to point out the symbols I saw when I used detect magic on her as well. Still don't know what they were.
On Nella, you mean, or did you actually see?
On Noah. Yeah.
Okay.
It's very likely some kind of protection runes or something that
Yeah, I'm
she
sure what the
gave
spelling
to
would be.
Noah.
So,
I don't know if anyone else.
I assumed it was
used
K-A-Z-E-E, but
in a way I have.
So Beauty tamed the
that-
beast in a
be
different
careful
universe, but the
with
beast of this universe is still a problem. We can't use the same method.
they're an unknown.
Probably not.
Because, so how did Chi come out? Did they come out like fully ready to nuke everyone?
That's what Noah said. She came out
Yeah,
ready to
this
nuke
one-
everyone.
This one's clearly different. It's not the same situation. So it's a bit more ambiguous.
Could be developing into one.
It might be course correction. We could perhaps make an egg that never really hatches if we play our cards right.
Sorry.
play our cards right.
At the very least.
Is it John?
At the very
Well, that's
least.
John.
At the very least.
Right.
That's what I thought.
If we can
Nico's
push to at
message-
least after Halloween, we have more time.
What do we even? I mean, Halloween's the time where like all the energies and stuff like that. It's just like
That's what I meant.
Funky
If we can
dunky.
somehow find a way to stall this to after Halloween, because Halloween would be. If we are assuming that this, like children of all kinds, they are probably looking to eat things to find whatever nutrients
Take
they
them
need
trick-or-treating.
to grow. It's like how children will naturally gravitate towards food items that fill whatever nutrient they're deficient in. They just don't know what they're looking for yet.
Yeah, that's kind of an
They're not
assumption.
particularly picky. They're not particularly picky. They'll eat anything you put in front of them, and they don't seem to show any preference.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
but they
well.
could
So
be looking for something in particular and not realize it.
that's what we were
They'll
trying
eat
to do
anything.
originally. We were when we went down there. I brought an assortment of different kinds of foods and materials, and I wanted to see if there was a preference to what they ate. And so far, whether it's glass or chocolate or a magical item, they don't seem to care either way. Although I will note that so I put up. Because we wound up wandering into the caves and stopping them from going to Dragonspire, by the way, so that's a terrifying thought process to worry about, but that's a conversation for another time. So at a point while we were down there, I put my wall up, right? Just because again, if it's just any physical substance they get their hands on, they try to eat it, right? They didn't try to eat the wall whatsoever. They just kind of looked at it and then started running around it in a circle. That's all they did. And then eventually just wandered off.
So they're not trying to eat magic.
So they're not trying to eat magic. Or at least not that kind of magic. There are a couple of dumb ideas, which was, theoretically, if we give them chemicals instead, I don't think that's going to have an effect on them. Blood and corpses, well, I mean, they're already eating... Well, here's the thing. If we start giving them blood and corpses, not going to be long before they start trying to eat people. And if they start trying to eat people, we got a whole new problem to worry about. So let's...
Not get that habit then,
If anything...
Why have people suggested this multiple times?
Girl stays pescatarian. Very important.
Alternatively,
as,
it was...
as long as we can, so if they are eating
Turn to
literally
quagging.
anything, eventually they're going to
Yeah.
run across a corpse. They're going to just try and eat it. We need to delay that
Yeah,
at
well-
least until after Halloween.
or at least show them it's bad. Again, telling them no or like showing something as being negative, they kind of just ignore it and walk away from it if you tell them no. Mind you, they don't understand probably don't understand the concept of it necessarily. Probably just go, oh, something else, distracted, moving away from it.
On that subject, they do possess a low level of intelligence. They seem to be able to identify letters, seem to know what stuff is, and vaguely understand what you're saying, but it's more of simplistic things.
All right.
I think we should.
I'm gonna back away from all of my previous push and completely flip this on its head. If they are a child, like you say, and we're just gonna run with the assumption that they aren't some sort of malevolent creature, and instead just a child with too much power, who's acting as the parent?
Probably Gilgamesh, unfortunately. If you make it all sound bad.
They haven't really. Okay, Gilgamesh isn't really acting as the parent. That's the thing. They're acting more as the caretaker. They need some sort of proper environment, I think. Gil has quite plainly said to me, I can't keep them from going anywhere. I can only bring them back when I ring the bell for dinner.
Do we know do we know specifically what it is? Like, is it just pudding? Is it actually just pudding? Is it something else?
They seem to really like pudding. I don't know why. Actually, that is the one thing they seem to really like.
Shall we name them after that then?
Yeah.
We already have. That was
Pudding Girl.
Yeah. That's what we were doing before.
Or something like that.
Flan.
Do not
Full
want to
flan.
name the beast. Pudding Girl's a title, and it's fine with it. Anyway, here,
Cowboy,
pudding cups.
The alternate option is
Pudding
look,
cups.
The
Pudding
alternate
cups.
option we have to look at this is:
Pudding cups.
do we try to
Pudding
raise them
cups.
to be better, or do we put them down now?
Pudding cups.
If you think you can, do you think you can?
Don't let it hit in
I
Lila.
don't
Pudding
reasonably
cups.
think any of us can. Anytime
That's-
soon,
Got it.
put them down.
That's
And by the
some-
time we get it to the point where we're strong enough to do so, it's too late. So we have to think about in terms of how do we make them better? Make sure they don't
Well, see,
turn
that's-
into the most monstrous version of themselves.
That's what I tried to do in with me and Avarius. I tried starting with something very simplistic, right? Like, because as soon as you show them something they want to eat, they start making grabby hands, right? So the thought process was instead, what if you teach them just simple food?
They were bait.
You just instead of just making grabby hands, distinctly start teaching them hand gestures so they know like what to ask for.
So
if they're feeling for something.
The more we, the thing is that do we want to be going down this route of teaching them concepts, teaching them what it is to not be a menace to society.
So here's what I think is going to happen. Here's what I think is going to happen. If they are a beast of life, and if we were to go off the logic of it is just the Grail evolved into one, here's what I think is going to happen. They seem to really want to help people. I think there's going to be some sort of disaster, and they're going to go, I can help people, and then they're going to make some sort of decision that doesn't make sense logically. It's going to involve somehow killing everyone will help people. That's what's going to happen, I think. Because there is very much two factions.
I love that movie trope. My favorite movie trope.
I don't understand why they've made the assumption that
Absolutely
a
god-awful
Grail
thought about that.
becoming a
If
creature
they're
and a
evolved from the
beast are
Grail,
not the same thing.
Who's ready for monkey's paws? Oh, I can fix this. I will make a wish on myself.
Like, I don't know anything
to
about
fix something,
the lore on
but it
this,
won't be a full
but like,
wish.
I don't know why the
Oh no, it won't
assumption
kill
has
them.
clearly
It'll just
been
be a
made by like
bastardized version of it. So
like,
it'll have an effect.
how do you
of
know
what
that
they think
anything
will
a
be
Grail
helpful?
ever turns into a
It'll
being
either
of
go
like pure
very
magic?
awry or
Either
very
that would
wrong.
not turn into a beast. Like,
What if they somehow now have abilities that can do a genie? They don't grant wishes for themselves, they grant them for the others. I'm gonna
not
help
a
you.
genie, a djinn.
A djinn.
So in regards to Chi,
yeah, like it's a bit of a weird
we should probably,
assumption.
how they diffused how that situation was diffused of them. You mentioned court cases.
Nella dishes out justice in some fashion that I don't know, and I'm not going to be asking for a little while because Nella, it is incredibly personal. But it is some matter of dishing out vengeance in some fashion. Which again, really, all of this talk really reminds me of my goddamn car, which throws me for a fucking loop.
Avengers all around.
It's interesting you mentioned that actually, because Faye, not Faye. No, my brain's melting. My brain's melting. Anyway, someone got the vibes off now that they felt like a mage hunter. So maybe that's what they do. They
Sky.
Try mages.
Makes
Sky,
sense.
there you go.
I don't know what
I think
that
she
is.
is a form of beast that is like divine judgment, I think. And I think when they were more hostile, they might have decided, well, everyone commits crimes, so I'm going to kill them all. That might have been the logic there. But now I might have been able to convince them that, hey, you shouldn't, because logically speaking, punishing everyone for some people's crimes is really stupid. So they probably convinced them that they shouldn't be doing that.
Right. But again, I don't know how important the information is going to be if she and Pudding Girl are anything different, then we don't know. That's the problem. And
The point, the key point from taking it is beasts run off their own logic, and if you can understand that logic, you might be able to turn it around.
Or they'll just get mad at you and eat you. One of those.
That's what I'm
trying to avoid.
I
Yeah,
on depersonalizing this entity.
Okay.
The thing is, folks, if we want things to go well, we can't depersonalize it. We have to course correct. I'm fairly certain, I'm like 99% certain we can probably not kill that thing without a few million casualties. At least. That's what it took Gil when he encountered one before. Because he has encountered one before, and he did have to kill one. Now,
I was wanting to
I have a
tangent into it
concern.
earlier, but you should mention the heart, as it's on
The
topic.
heart. Yes. So another theory was that this wasn't just if the Grail had not evolved into a beast, there was an entity waiting to become a beast. Because what happened to the Grail only happened to it after the Grail was shown a picture of the John symbol. It then screamed and could not be talked to again afterwards.
I had a strong feeling that was a cognito hazard for some. I just had a feeling. Like there was information, there was data on that only specific entities were gonna like. This is something I remember talking to Monty a lot about. Just sometimes there's little bits of like information in something that gets if it's read by something else, just information's injected into them. Something's activated.
And on that point, in regards to what we think the heart is, I think that possibly could have been waiting to become a beast that was just trying to find an avenue to do it, because that's obtaining Grails perhaps one way. I don't think if Team John is serving a beast, they were, when they actually got it, I don't think whatever was commanding them was actually going to destroy the Grail. I think they were going to take it for some reason, and having a vessel is a reason. Now, what does the heart do? It alters your biology, but most importantly, it seems to add to you traits that this, new body has.
I'm gonna go and check
Divinity
up on
and
Kiko. I need to ask Kiko some questions anyways,
stuff.
but you already know all of it, so. I'll come back
Now,
in and
another thing.
touch up on anything else.
probably should just recap on the heart real quick.
Hmm.
Just hey, one day, lawyer man Frederick kind of scanned some, was it pure mud, and
Yes,
his device.
He's scanned mud, yeah.
And his device somehow was given the instruction to create something, and so it just spat out a heart. And this heart needs to be kept around people who have access to mud, otherwise it will disappear, I guess. And
Well, it'll disappear to another person who has a card. To put it quite plainly, I think the purpose of the heart was to turn someone into a vessel. Because once you've had the heart on you for 2 weeks, funny thing, you start wanting to eat stuff. You feel hungry. Exactly what that being is doing right now.
The other month when I was like super duper hungry that one day.
I didn't know that.
And there's some other stuff, but that's the short version. And it might have also been why John wanted to get a servant, not because any other reason, but because theoretically a servant can be also a vessel for a beast.
Is a beast made out of... Is the beast just made out of mud? Like, what is the composition of a beast? Exactly. Do we know? Is that a thing?
I can tell you what it is, like, metaphysically. I can't tell you physically what it is. But I know that some beasts do make mud. The one that Gil encountered long ago, that made a fuck ton of mud, like an ocean full.
Because if the heart is making someone hungry, just like the vessel that we're talking about, right? And the heart came from pure mud, it just means it may not even be a beast necessarily. It could just be the concept of, like, the idea personified of mud. If mud were given a physical form.
It seems very deliberate, but the fact that it appears to can't be.
Didn't you say that the heart...
deliberate. Like,
did this? I don't remember if this was in a conversation, in or out of character. But didn't the heart not affect them in the same way anyway?
It's going back to its roots, what it is, what supplies it.
When it appears, it comes out of the card. It doesn't just appear to someone running them. It physically comes out of the card. Alternatively, if its intent wasn't to make a person into a vessel, it could have been possibly to hijack one of those and then hijack Akira, another route to a Grail.
Hijack Akira.
So what's
Which is why we're not. Wait, so where was the grand point of this? The point being that something I suspect for quite a while has been trying to find a way to manifest, and the way it found was via a Grail. Most importantly, I don't think we have some positive news out of all this. The one thing that John seemed to disapprove of was the idea of serving a beast. And if they have been doing that, or one exists, we might be able to break bread with them for the time being, so to speak.
Boy, truce. Yay.
So long as they are willing to nuke the city to get rid of it.
Well, the entire reason, allegedly, for that purpose is to destroy Grails. That's not Grail anymore, functionally. And they're gonna know that they can't destroy that on their own, and that they literally have no chance. And the idea even terrified them. So we might be able to work with that. Also, they seem to know about it because they fucking text Kiko, who's now gone, saying, "Hey, do you know Gil's got like a world-ending entity in his hands?"
Yeah, I was messaged too.
Right, yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Essentially, it was asked the same. I was asked the same question. Like, let me get the. So do you know how the HOA in your city feels about Gilgamesh? And I just said I assume they tolerate him. And he just says, "Cool, cool," and then said nothing else until I said something.
And it's like, that's it? And he said, nope. But hey, I don't know how else to word that. Gilgamesh is doing weird things like taking care of a world-ending entity. But they didn't, I tried asking, what's if there's anything else for them to say, but there's nothing else.
Here's the thing I was thinking of earlier. It was kind of related to what I was talking about, the killing option. The thing I kind of wanted to lead into was the best thing we can do at this moment is attempt to functionally, communally raise this Grail to be a better child and a better person. That is the best option we have at the moment. We need to at least buy time until Halloween until we can think of better things. How badly are we going to be ruined in our plans if someone decides to just go fuck it and try to kill the Grail and fail?
Like Gil, like John. John knows, by the way.
Gil's what I'm worried about
said
when it comes to this.
John knows that there's a beast, that Gil has a beast. It's a matter of time at this point, I would say.
I got messaged, and my touch crap basically saying that hey, there's a world-ending entity being taken care of by Gilgamesh.
Well, the implication is also that John will at some point potentially attempt to inform the HOA. I mean, I can easily beat them to the punch on that if needed. Though I don't know what they're gonna say to that. That's a bit of a
yeah. So okay, but where does this end though? Without because the only way that I see this ending, regardless at this point, is that we are now on a week or 2 week time until Gilgamesh does what happened to that poor girl I saw 2 weeks ago, where he attempts to throw 100 golden weapons at Pudding Girl, and then
What happened 2 weeks ago?
Kiko's world has an alternate version of Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh killed someone there in a really gruesome way through 100 different weapons.
That was like a week
and
ago.
then grabbed her emaciated corpse with a bunch of chains and then dragged her through a portal.
The other Gilgamesh, right?
Yeah, the
Golden Bitch versus Gilgamesh, yeah. Like basically, what do we have at the moment that will stop Gilgamesh from starting this shit now?
Convincing him that it's his daughter.
That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Okay.
Having someone else off to take care of the problem instead.
I think we need to be able to show to him that it does not need to be nuked immediately, because he starts doing that.
Gaia creates beasts, right?
No, they're a beast of humanity. Of humanity, it's in the name.
Oh, right. So then, what the fuck? That doesn't make any sense, though. Elia isn't here. Why would Elia have a beast be created?
Speaking of Gaia, here's another thing. What is going to stop? Gilgamesh is not the only thing you have to worry about nuking this thing, if that's the case.
John.
Not just John. This feels like the kind of thing the Kaiju would care about.
They've probably noticed, given what Nella said about primordial energy, they've probably noticed.
I believe that was the Grail itself. Beasts are quite primordial, I think. Yeah, biological kind of work.
Well, yeah, but
by the way, was poking around Gil's house after that incident, but I'm sure they know exactly what happened.
So that means the Kaiju are going to be slightly on edge.
Man, I can't wait for Gil's fucking mansion to turn into the equivalent of Super Smash Bros. That's gonna be
they
interesting.
They might just be waiting to see who makes the first move.
It's also worth noting. It's also worth noting that Gil is contracted to Gaia as a servant. That's why they're around.
That's also like that's also kind of important too, because Gil is kind of acting like a like a great value counterforce basically at the moment.
Cat just like jumping off your lap.
Here's the thing to bring up. We still don't know what happened to Elia, right?
No idea. Not the fucking face.
No.
And servants cannot currently be summoned correctly, correct? At all?
Correct. As far as we know, that's still the case.
Did one of you... I'm trying to remember if it was mentioned. Isn't technically this what the original servant summoning thing was for? In case of something like a beast?
Yes. When a beast occurred, Elia would summon a grand servant. I'm not sure what that is. But, to deal with the issue.
Funk, so if we can somehow fix the problem with Elia being gone, a grand servant will show up that'll be able to take care of the beast in one way or another.
If the
Elia is very direct in how they deal with things. I'll put it that way. At least that's what Elizabeth says.
That's where that name came from. Okay, well, I feel silly now. Nothing, sorry.
So I think the part of the problem as well is that this does seem like something the planet would normally go, oh, beast, here. I'll fix it. But it can't right now.
It can't.
Right. So
that seems like the
my
more
plan.
pressing issue. It also
At the
seems like the more
moment,
actionable thing.
Right. Gil mentioned that Elia and Gaia, they are the same force across universes. They're omniscient. They exist everywhere. The same Gaia that exists here exists elsewhere. The same Elia that exists elsewhere exists in another place, etc. Idea at the moment that I have is I'm very aware that the Mages Association back in Colorado land is effectively the counterforce exists there. All of the servants that are there at the moment are part of the counterforce. This includes and is not limited to Saber, Siegfried, Lancer, Liz, and a guy with purple hair who I don't know. They were kind of wearing... I didn't see what they were. In any case, I'm at least going to be going back at some point. Siegfried owes me a favor for freaking me out too much, so I'm going to go cash that in and ask some questions. Primarily about the counterforce, and ask about what they are doing to prepare for whenever beast shit starts happening there, because they're obviously preparing. I believe that they consider what's happening right now with Nella as a band-aid. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so freaky about what's happening at the moment.
Additionally, we need to find that rule master as soon as possible. Then they might know more.
Yes, that's what I was doing. That's Ida's goal.
Yeah, I've got no idea where it might be. It's just a matter of getting there. Going back to the beach somehow. One of the things that the rule master said to me in that weird pseudo vision I had, well, literally the first thing he said to me was, I never one joins us spiritually. A thing that Higgs noted was that the Gopal, the ones he didn't go through, all had spiritual energy.
Yeah, those things are like
I feel the wording is
crystal-y things, though.
In what he said.
I don't think the blood actually generally makes beings.
Maybe.
Because he knows about seeing the possibilities. So whenever he says something, I think it is quite deliberate.
Those things are constructs made by
seeing it,
Team
or
John.
a version of himself, or anyone really, who would be relevant to the situation. So I feel that getting back to the beach is a priority.
Whenever you're ready to do that, just let me know.
Now I'm going to do tomorrow, maybe. Tomorrow and try it. I had to try it once. Then on Thursday I'll do it a lot more times. The good thing about me is that I just decide to go to sleep. I don't need to.
Since we're kind of figuring out a game plan here, I know he is not your version of Gilgamesh, but do you think that the Gilgamesh that we know has any chance of being swayed or moved to thinking of Pudding as his child? Or at least someone that he cares about?
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
even
know
think.
your guys's. I only know mine.
I don't think Kiko even knows really what's going on.
Never would.
Yours is kind of like a child in his own mind, so I don't know.
I go home and go start getting dinner ready, okay?
All I know is he
As kids, so it's a possibility, but at the same time,
If we're going to be more specific, the key difference between the two guilds is that Kika's version is like young Gil, who's just an asshole, and our one's like old and young Gil combined. He has the wisdom of his older age, so he's less of an asshole and actually thinks. And has less of an ego as well. I say less, but come on, it's not really that much less.
it's a possibility you can, but
Something of note that I kind of just fell on the old noggin. Gil said that he is acting currently as like keeping an eye on anything, and if anything that has cognitive thought steps out of mind, or has is a proper sapient creature steps out of line, or tries to get too powerful, something, that's his job to stop. It's possible that Gil may look at Pudding Girl and be like, "Wow, this bitch dumb as rocks." Or something like that. He's not going to. It's possible.
Maybe he's still below IQ.
Man, I'm insulted.
Goodness. But yeah, there's so here's the main thing I've been thinking of for about 20 minutes. For that it's that does Kira still plan to do their same plans? They still plan to eat the cup because in its current state, that seems like a really, really silly idea. When, you know, the literal manifestation of evil exists and you want to eat it. That seems a bit like... I'm a bit uncertain.
The idea here is that they want to become whole. However,
and they want to
they've already made notes.
Evil to do that.
Look, they said that eating the Grail itself, consuming the Grail, absorbing the Grail, would make them feel whole. But they've also said that while they may have had ideas, plans, and whatnot long ago, as time went on, things keep changing. So,
but does that mean their plans have changed in regards to doing that? That's the important bit.
I believe they don't know what to do.
Okay.
So, in essence, yes, yesn't is the idea here. You know, like, hey, here's my plan. Oh, this is gonna be really weird. Don't know if it's because of a moralistic kind of point of view or a non-moralistic point of view, but it's gonna be kind of messy.
A key point to be made there is because this is what we're going to have to talk to them about. Like, this is no longer a those two issue. This is like an everyone in existence issue, and
we
need to.
I need to keep in mind that, like, yes, but you gotta keep in mind that this thing for them to become whole, it is one of those things that's like it's consumes their sanity kind of thing. Like, it is a, you know, like it is the strong desire that is
definitely
very difficult to keep in check.
Their assumption, yeah.
Yes.
And
That's what I think about. It's because that's what I think about. That's why they transfix on it.
Their assumptions that a Grail getting itself a body does not make a beast, and they're separate things is really just weird to me.
Because there will be a lapse of judgments as they're being consumed by the strong desire to be whole.
I might have to talk to Ida about that.
Considering how I blew up last time I talked to Akira on a similar issue, you know that I have no tolerance for the kind of person who is going to be so self-centered and so focused on their own misery that they're going to kill literally everyone around them.
My point is that we have to keep in mind that that there could be potential lapse in judgments.
And that's what I'm trying to get at.
I think
There's a difference between a lapse in judgment and an oopsie that kills the world.
Sure, but I mean, in terms of us being able to keep something stable, no, wait, not compliant. There we go, compliant. That's what I'm trying to get at.
we nevertheless there's a key point needs to be made to them. That, you know, there has to be a point in their mind where they go, this is not going to work, and that's the problem. What they're having issues accepting. I think that is not going to work out. What they're trying to go for, or they're still trying to go for that.
They want to live in the real world, but refuse to live in the real world.
If it's understandable. They have such a desire for it, and I completely understand that. And obviously, personally, I also understand how they're feeling, but it's.
As far as they're concerned, they're not even living. They want to live. That's their goal.
That's still what I mean. They want to live in the real world, but they don't want to live in the real world. I'm not going to convince you on this right now. And I'm
personally, I think
biased by how much I cannot tolerate certain behaviors from certain people.
I think that you both are right in your own ways that are very important. Akira is obviously very, very, very stubborn on some things because they will not compromise for some things that they will absolutely not compromise for because they are who they are. I don't know.
Oh, sheesh.
I don't know. I think there's a kind of middle ground for this. But I think it's kind
not
of
the time or place to discuss that sort of thing. We have bigger issues than coddling Akira.
Yes, but
Do
no.
you though? Like,
the problem is, and I think this is where it comes to, this is going to continue to become an issue, just like how it was last time with Ida. I think that at the current moment, Patty, what you've been doing, trying to talk to people about getting word to the cubes, if the cubes still exist. We don't know that they exist right now.
Shit, I forgot to bring that up. Oh yeah. Hold on, I've been noticing that. Like they haven't seen any cubes floating around.
Ida more or less told the same thing to me yesterday. Ida's been trying to call QB. QB hasn't been coming. The only one that does exist right now is Wisdom Cube, who's been lurking around right now. But basically, apparently, Wisdom Cube is going to be reprogrammed soon. It seems.
What?
So
I think you're all misunderstanding my point.
Go ahead.
Right. So let me to finish what I was going to say. Akira needs to be at some point needs to be put back on the rails here. I think I want you two working together on this because you both have the same perspective. Or have a perspective that is important. I think that would be a good idea.
I really don't think that's what we should be focusing on right now. We really should be focusing on figuring out the situation with the Rule Master and Elia. I'm not saying that I'm not unwilling to do this when I have time. I'm saying it seems really odd to bring this up when we have the very impending possibility of a beast becoming, or someone becoming a beast, and we have a very clear possible deadline of Halloween.
Yes.
Any amount of placating Akira can wait till after that.
Until it doesn't, though, or until Akira does something to the beast at the moment that aggravates it. Because remember how Ida was mentioning that they basically were fighting each other emotionally. No, sorry, Elizabeth mentioned that. Elizabeth mentioned that basically the Holy Grail and the Corrupted Grail were ramming forces at each other. They're ramming will at each other. what happens when Pudding Girl has to be dealing with that? Constantly dealing with the fact that Akira, this random person that they've never met before, ever, this person who's exactly like them, or like them in some fashion, that would make someone pretty upset, I would think. Make them maybe even want to start killing people.
Trying to kidnap you.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Man.
You should probably say something before I start getting spicy.
Spicy. It's fun. Hear me out. Hear me out. We have multiple issues that we're currently dealing with at the same time. A lot of different, angles and things we should be looking into. Like Rule Master, yeah. But Akira is not necessarily a bad thing to look into. What is the one thing that we constantly have issues with a lot of the guilds and a lot of the major groups? That do not not looking at at the book club for a moment, just general broad, right? What is one of the big things we always have issues with? Everyone at the top is taking on all the responsibility of eating the elephant by themselves. We have an entire group of people. We can dedicate people to different tasks, because if you are trying to save the one dish by letting the other 6 burn, then you still have 6 burnt dishes at the end. We're all here to work towards the same goal.
I mean, I'm not even going to be touching the Rule Master thing at all. Yeah, that's exactly. I'm not even doing that. That's all I do.
So.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that it's just you're over here saying that we should be focusing on this. We could do both. Is the only point I'm trying to get at.
I don't understand the problem either, then.
Well, I don't. Explain the problem to me then in a more concise manner.
My problem that I'm having with a lot of the things that are currently going on is that it's not that people aren't multitasking and delegating, it's that half the people, or a good chunk of the people, are doing just talking to Akira and not any of the other things that need to be done, and we have a list of things.
I can't exactly, I don't have the time to be doing more than just that.
Alright. Cosmically, I gotta do something. Give me a second.
Take your time. You're good.
Oh.
Okay, so...
Oh my God, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You don't gotta apologize. People are knocking on the doors at random times and random places. You need to get separate houses.
Sorry.
All I was going to say is I guess I will just double my efforts with you on the original goal of trying to find Roll Master. That's something we worked on. I've completely stopped that, mind you, because I've just been working on other things and it hasn't exactly been pressing, but if it's pressing,
if
I
anyone's
can...
going to have... The Roll Master will have so many answers that we don't have in theory. He's seen all that shit. He's been around for a very long time. And he might have a solution for Akira, which I think would fix so many of our issues.
It would be nice. It would be nice, even.
Because the fact we are having to.
Oh yeah.
Help Akira. Keep that situation stable.
Yeah,
and
also do that.
list, both at the same time. We're juggling 2 very complicated situations at once, and we can just diffuse one of those situations. Things become so much easier.
True. For your sake, then, in all this, I'm sorry, I'm being selfish about taking... You're fine. Yeah, I guess I'm being selfish about taking the attention away onto myself again. Would you prefer my assistance in helping with you? Would you prefer my assistance in placating Pudding Girl at the time being, or at least going that route, if that's the route we are currently doing until otherwise?
So what needs to be done in the short term? I'll answer that first of all. Then I can say what's going on there. Trying to talk Akira, which people are doing already. That's an important thing. Trying to, because there's some of the things Wisdom Cube said regarding Pudding Girl are quite interesting. I can reiterate them now. I'll do direct quotes, so I'm not misinterpreting anything.
No, I get that. I just want to make sure, just address it.
So an interesting thing they said regarding them was, one has fear of the things it consumes. So it wants to eat anything. Is that the implication? It's scared of everything. it's scared. Or anything else.
Possible.
Because it'll pretty much eat anything you put in front of it. Without one exception. Is everything afraid? Them?
Maybe taste. Maybe for it to understand things, it needs to eat things?
I mean, that's what babies do. That's why babies put everything in their mouth. It's the first step to understanding
Sachi
things.
puts everything in his mouth, too.
He's a big... Well, he's a man baby, so that checks out. Further proves my point.
Alright. So.
Another of the more interesting quotes I received was, "The beast roams this land, hoping to reside, and home." So, it feels like the implication there is this is a scared being who needs some sort of hope, realistically, to stop it getting worse. This is how I'm taking it.
Alright. Your job.
Okay.
We're gonna start
But
delegating.
it's your job to be like you.
Yeah, they do like Avarius quite a bit.
Avarius, your mission to accept it is to have good relations with a world-ending entity.
Whenever I decide to be going to Colorado, I want to take Salnavarius with me. Come up with good, convincing human disguises.
Okay.
How do you do for humans?
Well,
you just need a can of spray paint and fucking contact lenses and you'll be fine. Maybe some shades. Sal's gonna have to figure something out.
I need like a magic item.
why don't I just disguise self again, like I did last time?
You know what? Pop. In any case, but we're gonna have to be talking to the Mages Association as well as servants. So, also I should mention too, they don't have cards over there. I found that out.
Yeah.
They don't have cards.
Cards weren't always a thing here either. They're last 2 years. They were actually formed during the war that Akira was made in.
So, what do they have over there? They have masters, servants, and beasts, by the sounds of it.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. They're all humans, pretty much. These these two, so.
Got it.
What explicitly do you need done in regards to the Rolemaster route?
Finding him.
They don't have a Grail war going on.
We have an idea where he might be. I just need to go to sleep on a beach very often until I can give it.
They don't.
They don't?
No Grail war happening over there.
That's also something else tonight.
I can't believe I'm gonna have to make the human Sal.
I mean, if you want to go sleep on the beach, me, sure. I'm gonna do one attempt tomorrow morning, I think. Yeah.
To be fair, I think Alana's pretty good about falling asleep.
Any reasons for do you want me to keep digging in the realm for roots? Or what do you want me to do?
Yes, I will touch the roots.
Absolutely.
I want to touch the roots.
You will touch the roots. Okay. Again, I still do have I have a black root just sitting there for you if you want to touch it.
I'll go do it tonight.
Okay.
It's not gonna be fun for you.
Punch it.
It's just in the
I'll punch it with this arm too to keep up the tradition of me punching things I shouldn't be punching.
God damn. Be very careful though. I know how paranoid you are.
The last time someone punched something.
It'll be fine. If I go in with the expectation that shit's going to be bad, then it's just like, or nothing's gonna happen when I touch it because I'm a singularity.
It showed me that I became a world-ending entity. Just saying.
I have a question.
That's probably what you're gonna say about Higgs.
Why are you talking about?
Okay, all
Yeah, I
right.
probably should explain about the root stuff.
All right. So the roots basically they're these things that grow under the ground that are connected to something alternate realities or alternate stories. And if you touch one, you'll see it. Why do I have the hiccups?
I should rephrase. Are you sure? Are you sure you are in the right mindset to be seeing what will likely be the worst possible outcome for yourself?
Yeah, I'll
I
be
would.
okay.
No, that does. Higgs, you don't sound like you'd be able to handle that.
Okay, all right. Listen,
Just
listen.
as long as you keep in your mind that this will never happen, because we are not in the worst possible outcome.
I don't think
Okay.
Higgs can handle that.
Better
offense to
thing
you,
here.
guy.
Better thing. Who else is gonna do it? Is Knight gonna do it?
I would
Already
like to.
did.
I don't think I can. I'd volunteer to do it.
No,
Usually out of morbid
no one else
curiosity.
can. But only Knight and I are the ones who can go over there.
Yeah. I touched it accidentally though, but still.
I'm going to say this, and I feel very strong about that. If you find any gold ones, I need to be the one to interact with them. Now, here's my ground theory. The roots always show you things that are relevant to you, and a lot of this shit is currently on my brain and things I might do. Therefore, I'm the most likely to get something useful. That's my logic.
That's also something too, Patty. It might give me some answers about this. I might get some information on this. I have this gut feeling that for weeks now that my card has something of significance, and Ida believes this too. That there's some reason why Akira gave me the card that was given to me. There's some reason why I've been given an Avenger class card, because it's strange. It's not. It out of all cards that it could have been.
Then I don't think the obsidian route is good to touch for you though, because you're not going to get any answers. You're just going to get paranoia.
Yeah.
Or it's going to show me something that I don't have. I'm not open to yet.
I don't like this idea.
Unfortunately, I do have to clarify here and say, technically speaking, all the routes have some sort of answer in them. Technically.
Okay, so what's the answer to me becoming a fucking beast?
Well, the answer is that if you were to drink the blood of a Grail, there is an option that potentially you could turn into one.
I would like to step out for a moment.
At least another Grail. There's the answer. That's an answer. It's still an answer, even if it's one you didn't really like. It sounds the least clear, unfortunately. I don't really know what was up with there.
Yeah.
It's like you're burning too much of your own self.
Like, we could take risks for things, sure, but we need to be doing it when we actually need to be taking those risks. I'm not sure right now is one of those situations.
Is fishing for information from these routes that give us info based on alternate realities, is rolling the gotcha really the best use of our time?
They're not really alternate realities, they're alternate possibilities. So
Timelines.
Yeah. So it's still our universe, it's just possibilities that might happen or haven't happened.
Also, we have
Let me rephrase
the
that.
routes as well that can explain
rephrase that.
the best timeline and also another possible outcome too, which is in the
Let me
current
rephrase
universe.
that.
We don't know.
I've also
Is
got
going out
access
and
to,
touching these
routes.
routes the best use of that man's time right now? And he is going to be going to the other location to ask some questions anyway.
It'd be during sleep time.
Yep.
During sleep? Okay.
It's only during dream realm, and
So,
I dig anyway, so it's like it's not really a waste of my time.
And I'm gonna need to be
I'm happy
asking
digging.
censor questions anyway, so it's like go over there, smack it, learn whatever horrible dark secrets I need to be hearing,
Are you going to be in
and
full
then
form to ask everything you need to ask over at the Majors Association, no matter what you see?
everyone else who's touched a black root's been fine. Why is it such a big deal that I'm gonna be fucking crumbling apart?
I would beg to differ. No offense to you, sweetie, but like you still. I mean, you're doing way better now, but you still seem.
I was
a little off.
Look, I was terrified for 2 days straight. I until Ada snapped me out of it and said that'll never happen. That was the only thing that kind of snapped me out of it.
I'll be fine.
Knights.
I've seen worse.
I'm not attempting to single you out here. I'm more just trying to make sure everyone is actually.
We
are on a 2-month time limit.
I will be there. I will be there tonight as well. I will just watch over them.
I don't like this. I don't like this. Like, sure, it doesn't take up time, but it's certainly going to be burning up. What are the opposite of stress is? It's gonna be adding stress. There you go. It's gonna be adding stress.
Can I like be fully honest about something that hasn't been fully talked about my psyche that I don't think people really understand about me sometimes from time to time. When Ida told me everything about the beast and everything like that, my stress went down. If anything, we had fucking answers for once. We had a clear goal set of something that we can understand fully, and that's what I know what I'm doing now. If this gives me some kind of closure on something or a pathway that I can see that is different from the rest of the nonsense that I have in my life, maybe it'll just be a warning for me, a warning to not do a specific thing.
I don't know if you're going to be hitting the lottery with this. You know, maybe Ada may have like struck, hit the lottery, but what are the odds of you getting lottery? What if you get something that's all you get is just questions and no answers? It can hurt mentally.
Well, there isn't going to be much good that comes from the black one, but you'll still get something out of it, even if it's even if you decipher it.
In the end, it's his choice. Whatever he wants to do, he can do it.
I mean, yes, I suppose that is true. That is true. It's just, I would prefer if people weren't burning away at who they are to do stuff. I'm sorry for a little sensitive to that. Yeah.
Worth it.
Yes, a little sensitive sort of stuff. Considering some of us here can turn into monsters if we do that.
Then spread out the tasks.
Already turned into a monster. Already did that. Killed people.
No. I mean into a literal beast that's going to kill everyone here.
Ask Krisk.
I don't know who that is. Just like, look.
Focus on this. We're not getting anywhere.
Yes.
I'm confused. What did I miss in my absence?
We're just considering interacting with the one route we have, the light one. The main fairy beast of man is in there. Just not a lot of them not fun stuff to go along with him.
So I have heard.
Am I expected to be checking out the routes that I can see in my little underground area then?
Do you think it'll actually be useful?
That's the blue one, isn't it?
I don't think so. I think that's this stuff is something it's an addictive thing for people. I can tell this stuff is addictive.
Talk to Akira instead.
Sorry for bringing it up.
Wait, the black root's addictive?
Well, the root stuff in general.
It's not literally addictive. They're talking about psychologically.
Yes, psychologically addictive.
Because you always want to find out what an outcome of yours would be, right?
I mean, only for the black one, because it's the worst one. I wouldn't want to know everything else.
And stop trying to pressure your mother into doing something she's not comfortable with.
Maybe.
Sorry.
Okay. Beach tomorrow. Do your cool pudding adventures.
Try, maybe.
I have an additional thing to suggest in terms of actionable plans. On the Elia front. If the counterforce is related to the planet and the Elia and Gaia and whatnot, this is gonna sound like an incredibly silly idea, but has anyone tried talking to a kaiju?
Whoa,
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I mean, we still, like I said, we still have Gil who can talk to Gaia whenever they wish.
But are you going to be able to convince Gil to do that?
Yes.
And again, just hear me out, right?
Do we want Gil talking to Gaia right now when we are sitting with the ticking time bomb that is Pudding Girl and him finding out about that?
I can't believe it. I can't believe they're all calling him Pudding Girl now.
I can talk to the kaiju. Is there a particular one you would like to have spoken with?
The friendliest one is going to be Gadula, but he is senile and old.
Oh, we're both old.
Next...
Sky Whale one, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Other than that,
yeah,
I believe
one...
the two alphas.
Actually,
there's the one in the forest and the one in the sea.
Fable managed to deter that one last year when we were getting word that they're gonna approach the storm that was here.
The ones that are most likely going to be able to know the most are going to be one of the two alphas, the forest bear and the sea dragon, but...
I think I've seen the bear before, I want to say. Very briefly, I think once.
But they're both alphas, they have strong personalities, that's going to be
fine.
the cost-benefit analysis for you. There's others in the A team. There's others in the B team.
Again, so here's the first question. What do you want me to talk to them about specifically? Just to help calm them down over the situations happening here, or?
What's the liar? Basically. Why?
Okay.
What's the deal?
I just... Well, they're connected with the... One way to find out.
I'm not.
Oh.
So there is.
What talk? Are we talking about the kaijus or the one before that?
The roots.
Oh, yeah.
No, the monster thing. Look.
I can't. Higgs.
I need something to do.
Higgs is just going to sleep right now.
Just let me take care of the kaiju thing, please.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's just going to touch a root right now.
There's one decision we actually do have to make, because it's pending with John's actions. Are we going to talk to the HOA about this? Because he's going to fucking do it, probably. There's a chance he's going to do it.
It is better that we talk to them first before John does.
And I've already brought up the subject of a beast with Karen prior, so saying, hey, there's actual developments would probably get me some sort of chat pretty quick with, well, probably not her, but, you know. And I suspect they might, since they observed the area where primordial energy was detected, they might be on alert at the moment.
For cosmic reasons, I can't help you with talking to the kaiju, but you can go do that. There are going to be... Getting to talk with one is going to be a little difficult. You can try to go through the Cult of the Planet, which is the state-sanctioned cult around here that worships them.
Well, I run my own cult, so that works. I can deal with cults.
Alternatively, if you know where they like to hang out, you can try and go to those places and get lucky.
Why do they still refer to them as the cult of the planet? Because, like, you know, it's just, they're not... They're just a bunch of religious folk.
Well, not all cults are bad, either. I run a cult, like I stated a second ago.
Well, it's just... Sorry, that's...
Yeah, distractions. Yeah. I will try to speak with them, potentially. Unfortunately, my schedule's a little weird, but I can easily do it on off days of mine. I have time, just not probably normal times, but I can make this happen.
Alright. I'll help you with the beach. I'm assuming you're going to use that... I think so. I'm assuming you're going to use that beach to attempt to go to the place that...
I'll be back. I'm going to check on Higgs.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to, well, any beach, whatever works, but I want to go to the place, the Sleepy Beach. I need to go back
Yeah,
there.
way
The
back.
problem is we can't guarantee, well, I know with certainty that one of the golden doors is an exit. That's all I know. If failing that, I go for the one he went through, go to the universe, and then get picked up by a Universal Traveler.
You're gonna have to definitely update the list. By the way.
So, okay. So I will
Is
do
the
the beach.
kind of
I
being
will.
that you are going to make it easier for you to get out of there if you're alone?
What do you mean get out of there?
For some beings, depending on what they are, it is easier to traverse through the lanes between, as they say. You are technically a shadow type, the collective unconsciousness.
I can't be a shadow when I'm there. I'm gonna have to use the same method I used for Akira, because the reason why Akira had that issue with me was because they're allergic to my species because of the moon rule. And guess where that beach is? The beach is the moon rule. So I don't think going as what I am to the moon rule is a very good idea, unless I can change my species.
Alright. In the event that we get trapped there for a while, I might be needing more immediately here. I apologize. I'm going to withdraw my offer.
I have
apparently, after all.
Okay. I have means by which I can be recorded if I'm stuck in another universe, so I'm not too concerned about that. In general. Go on, seriously, on a beach. Hey, Varys. You wanna go back to the beach? You wanna go back to the beach, Varys?
I mean, I can. I have...
Beach Explorer. The problem is, here's the main issue. I don't know where two people sleep next to each other.
Well, Varius has a way back.
It was weird.
I do have a way back.
He does that too.
That's how he got back. Higgs got dragged back. Avarius just came back.
It's a really relevant point I gotta bring up here. We don't really know if two people can go at once, or whether it's just, random. Like, you might go and I might not go, or I might go and you might not go.
Yeah, I mean, Higgs and Rand did, but they're a unique situation.
I'm planning on having a one attempt tomorrow. I'm gonna write a list. I'm gonna write a list, because if you get stuck in there and you go for a gold door, and this DQ has questions to ask on our collective behalf, I guess. Is that right? Second. It'd be really unfortunate if you just not tonight. We'll do it in the day. Best to do it in the day, because being on a beach, best to do it in the day when there's people around.
Okay.
So you don't get fucking, stabbed.
Message me, tell me when to try.
Yeah. We'll do it together. We'll just do it next to each other. See if we can both get in at once, or not. Of course, I say earlier, a good thing about me is that I do not need to be tired to go to sleep. I just decide. I don't know how it works for you.
Essentially, with me now, I don't need to sleep, so if I lay down...
Decide. Fantastic. Even better. I guess that works.
You weirdos.
I
don't need sleep, it's just optional.
I am
so
weird.
You're talking to Kara Duty.
That's...
Pretty sure we're all objectively weird. Every single person who's walked in and out of this room.
You should do it on your own. You should both do it together, so you can.
Half of us don't dream.
In times when you're struggling with what does they.
More than half.
Talking about in this instance.
About what? What are we going to be talking to them about?
The main thing in the short term is understanding what their position is as of this moment, so you can work from there. Be it in helping them come to realizations or otherwise. I'm not saying do it tonight. I'm just saying whenever you do start. There's plenty of things. Like I said, I've always got infinite amount of things that can be said.
Okay, well then, maybe if you have some idea what to say, like write it somewhere. But the thing is that like I'm thinking about this and just like, when I'm livid, when I'm like absolutely livid, I typically don't want people to be trying to get my attention. I kind of want to be like left alone so I can just like figure out how to calm down. I mean, of course, people from my house is a different situation, but
additionally, when someone insists on not talking, there's only so many times you can say the same thing in different combinations of words before you repeat the same conversations that do nothing over and over and over again.
We haven't gotten to that point yet, but
I don't think we ever will. The amount of things are still in my brain. But my concern is if they are putting things into place that might not be best advised for them, and we don't really know. I do worry about that constantly.
Well, if we see something that comes back to us in some capacity, we'll point that out. Like actually there, like for example, the whole card activation thing. I brought that up, and it's like, oh, whoops, I'll fix that right now.
The problem is we don't always know what to sign when they were gone for those 2 months. That was technically no sign. There was no change at all, apart from not being there.
I mean, I saw them on I was able to see them on the underground. That's some point. Well, when I was actually able to finally go in there, rather mentally able to do so.
What is the goal? What exactly do you want us to say to Akira?
I need things that need achieving, but the manner in which they are achieved is entirely up to your discretion.
I thought you were feeble for like 0.5 seconds.
A little feeble. Anyway.
I have the stomper.
In the short term, when I'm fixing my situation is not going to happen. So it's more just figuring out where are they at, what are they thinking. Like that's the one I need a measure of what they're going to do, so I can plan for that.
So we need to make small talk.
So we can plan for that, really.
With someone who consistently dodges questions and wants to just say they're busy and isolate to figure out what they're thinking.
Oh, questions are dodged. You ask questions in a way that allows them to be dodged.
Peanut butter is pudding. I am the one that can handle the small talk. That is not what Homer's MO is.
Plot twist.
I'm gonna deals well with problem children, though.
I don't know how to
it got
answer
shit.
that
It got shit done.
Yeah, but
even though it made me slightly scared of you, still kind of got shit done.
Like, sure, yeah, but in this moment is one of those like the cup runneth over a bit right now.
I mean, this is not a thing that will be relevant for at least a few days. Like, if floating. This. I feel it is kind of sometimes upsetting, but they don't really communicate fully what they're thinking. But I guess that's kind of who they are. Because I can't. Because things keep coming out of left field because they're not discussing things with us. And more unexpected things are just going to complicate the situation.
Oh, well, I mean, like you say that they're not discussing this stuff with us, but like, half the time when I spoke to them, I bring something up and they're like, oh, huh. So it's just like,
I mean, that only happens because we can't as openly communicate them as we would like to. Otherwise, we could make them aware of all the things that are happening, and they could, act as however they feel they need to. And that cuts both ways, not being able to communicate.
Trying. I've been trying.
No, I know. I mean, anyway, it's just that's much more on their part for this, and I want, and it's hard to judge how well they're doing. How well, you know. Anyway, sorry.
There are ghost cats in here.
I see. Maybe it's a teddy noise. Anyway, they don't have anything they wish to say.
You look at me for?
No,
Is there
nothing.
anything
No
else
reason.
that needs to be done that is actionable?
At this time, I didn't believe so.
You go talk to Karen. Tell Karen what's happening. Whole enchilada.
I will talk to her too. I didn't know if Karen would talk to me. But,
God, it would be so
it's
funny if you
nice.
walked in and Karen's talking with fucking Butterfingers. Butterclaws.
I mean, on the other hand, like...
Oh.
No, John.
No.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I thought you meant. Like,
What?
Yeah.
Oh, why? But
Gilgamesh is
smells like
Goldilocks.
butter.
Yeah, butter specifically. Yeah. When I went to go get burgers at the mall with John, John like straight up put a stick of butter and put it underneath the bun of the burger and then ate it with the.
Holy crap.
what is
Yeah.
wrong with him?
He's a crab.
Yeah, like what
It's
what
also-
isn't wrong with
When
him?
I was human, I was able to smell that it
Sure.
smelled like butter. It wasn't a slight thing. It strongly like butter.
Pungent.
Yeah.
Pungent
I've
butter
never
smell.
met this guy, and I dislike him
Good.
already.
He's a great character.
Sounds like a
Do you
stand-up guy.
do you want my basement eyeball?
What?
You can just like mystic eye or something.
Oh, that
We're
one.
giving
Why?
brain surgery. We're giving him brain surgery. We're doing this.
No, don't rip out my
We already
eye.
Right
did
there.
brain surgery on him once, remember? Do we need to do it again?
Yes, we do.
Okay, all right. Is there anything else that needs to be talked about before we all derail into madness?
No, I think we're good.
Man, that's
Okay.
No.
Bari.
Full of madness.
Just no.
Yeah. So yeah, as a conclusionary statement, I guess. It's apparently I'm doing a video essay now. Anyway,
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
we will manage putting Girl. We will attempt to reach out to Kara. We will attempt to reach the beach. I will attempt to talk to Karen. Ludwig will perhaps try to interact with Kaidu. And then maybe we can have less worries. And hopefully we can see some improvement in Kira. Back to how they, well, back to a good mental state. If there's such a thing as possible in this time. I sincerely hope the Romas test is all answered because, like, that'd be helpful for me. Really, he clearly knows about what's Akira because he is able to give me answers, in particular, into how to, fix my situation. So he must know more than that. Alright, that's all.
I need that list to be updated to
Well, if
the charts.
The list's on our chat.
It is chart. Yeah.
I'll update the chat.
We need to get the cork board all pulled out, and we gotta get like
Yeah,
red string.
yeah, get some
We need to get
push
that going,
pins
too,
and
already,
pictures of
yeah.
things.
Well, we were
And we're gonna
going to
put a
have,
picture.
Like,
We're gonna put Varius' drawing of putting Girl in the middle of it, and they're all connected.
yeah.
Draw big.
Oh,
You can just use one of the pictures though. You don't have to use you don't have to use the drawing.
Nope, you're drawing.
Yeah, you're drawing, yeah.
What do you mean it's early? It's like
Also,
it's not even
I
midnight yet.
If we try to
we
go
have
to the
school
beach,
tomorrow.
let's do it after Thursday because
It's
I'm
not
supposed to be in
midnight
Romania
yet.
on Thursday.
Oh, God.
What do you mean it's not midnight? We should be going to bed at
Are you going to Romania? Is someone else taking you on a 20-minute adventure?
I don't think it's
Why
going
am
to
I
be
more
20 minutes.
responsible than the grade 12?
DT hired
Hunting
me to do
dogs?
something.
Because I have
I
a
forget
million
exactly
and
what
one
it was,
things I
but
need to de-stress.
paying me 30K for it, so
Oh.
I think I'm just following him around.
I mean,
Okay.
I'm in the blues at the moment.
Have fun with that.
I like school.
Watch
at
out
the
for
moment. It's kind of fun.
vampires.
Ah,
Alright,
about that.
take all the time you need.
You should take
I'll
you
get
should take
down
some
for this.
steaks with you, just in case.
There's
And
too
like
many nice people in this room.
I mean, I have silver.
crucifixes. Silver also works.
I have a lot of
would
silver.
argue against that.
Did you know that
I
if
would
you
argue
throw
against that,
complex
but-
objects at vampires, that they'll just freak out? That's like the whole idea
What do you
behind
mean
like
by
the
complex?
whole
Like
like
a
cross
puzzle?
thing. Yeah, so like that's why they don't like crosses. It makes them
Alright.
nervous
like
and
that,
scared. They're just like, oh!
Bye, Hamada.
Ah!
Do I just throw jigsaw puzzles at them and then just like, I buy boxes
Solve this! Solve this! Solve this!
A cross isn't like a complex object, though. It's just like... It's just two
Geometric
rectangles.
shape.
Next time I'm seeing John, I'm out of
Rubik's
cut out
cubes.
him.
Yeah, we'll take one of
What does that even
the
mean?
simple
Uh,
Rubik's
Oh my
cubes from
God,
Dragonspire.
No, you don't say.
The world's easiest
If you had a
Rubik's
big
cube.
community, that would have different, but
Technology, you know?
I'm doing my side quest, by the way. I'm gonna go find the Holy Sword, the Randall.
I bought a
Yeah.
Dava.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm going on a
Hey, you
quest
know what would be
of
really
charming
funny? If I
different
took the,
swords.
if I took, what's his name's funny bow, and I took it to Colorado land, and I tried to summon him.
Okay, then you'd have like a server and you
oh,
come.
please tell me it's not raining out there.
Yeah, and then also I would be doing it. I would be pulling a Nella where I would be able to be thrown back and forth because I'd be connected.
Well,
Yeah.
here's my reason. I think Nella is connected to Chi, and that's why the Moonrock keeps eating her out
Excuse me.
because foreign beast. That's pretty much it.
Maybe, but why here
That's,
though?
that's literally what the Moonrock's for. Is for throwing beasts out that shouldn't be here from outside. Not one to spawn in here.
So then why isn't Pudding Girl in the fucking cosmos right now?
Because she's from it, technically.
Oh, it's lame. Why can things never be simple? God.
By the way, if you hear about a person named Sunny, that's me.
Bless you. Bless you.
Sorry about that. Excuse me.
Sunny.
The opposite of night. Sorry.
Oh, I see.
Best thing I can say about it.
Oh, no,
Oh my
no.
Hey, Pad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be touching the root. I'm also not going to be. I'm gonna be inside the couch.
Wait, what? You're. Oh. Okay. I'm sorry I made it a big deal. It's just.
No, I didn't know that. I got some more info. I didn't know that. Ludic told me a little bit, and if there's any information there, it's probably not going to be important for me to know. If it's a different colored root, then maybe. But
That makes me think, though. Why did it happen to both of us then?
I don't know.
Sam got pranked.
I got
You just-
pranked. Yeah.
got pranked. Yeah.
No.
You also got
I
pranked.
mean that possibility. Why is the possibility?
Well,
for
I mean,
both
there
of us?
probably is
Gotcha.
a possibility of
Nightmares
any
beyond
of
your
us.
comprehension.
Say that again.
There's probably the possibility for any of us.
Yeah.
It's
Might
just
be
what
because,
step, what order of
That's
steps
exactly
could
what
lead
all
to
of us
those.
will
That's
always
probably
say.
what the Black Roots would
I'm
show
gonna be
anyone.
honest.
I suspect it's because beings with mud maybe can become beasts, and technically all of us are beings with mud. We're gonna be really technical way. So yeah.
I was a I was a big fucking dragon there. Big dragon.
I don't imagine mine would be particularly fun, considering
that's a new one.
break the mineral.
That's a new one. So y'all just like, you know those things that just happen to you, to y'all, and you're just like, oh shit, that happened again. That sucked. I got like a fleshy thing and whatnot. Well, I've only been in this body for like a year and a few months, right? Well, I just got a jaw cramp, and I just want to say that was probably the worst thing that I have ever felt, ever. Fuck being fleshy. Why did that happen? Oh, I want to go home. Oh.
Wait until you tear a ligament in your ankle.
Oh.
That's very funny.
I'm just going to
Well, you gotta exercise.
Just don't get hurt,
Probably feel.
I just won't get hurt.
Why does a jaw need to cramp? It doesn't make any sense. Why would that be a thing? Fuck muscles.
Because the jaw needs to move. You need to eat, uncle.
Message me about beach. I'll be in Romania.
Okay.
What a sentence. What a sentence. Message me about the beach. I'll be in Romania. See you around.
Yeah.
It's trying. I think
Hey,
it's
peanut
trying to.
butter here.
Oh
Hey,
god.
What
do you? Oh no! What do you got for us now?
Did you murder someone in the alleyway?
Probably. Things we can't ignore it, especially after the talk we just had.
Are you going into my house? Okay, good.
Oh no.
See, my son just went back to grab the others.
Why?
Really?
So my son, well, our son, walked over to us, and he started making what I can only, you know, recall as the peanut butter shuffle. And we started following him.
Oh.
Starts again.
Is that lighting?
Oh, sorry, Boris. See, I told you.
Oh.
Something lightning. I'm going up here. So we came over here following. I was like, oh no, what's he trying to show us? And we just found Lila lying down eating chicken nuggets on the playpen. I was like, are you okay? She's like, no, I'm just eating nuggets. And I'm like, all right, well.
Yeah.
Words, phrases. Yes. Duels help with aggression. Exercise help with it. And for the particular thing you're dealing with, I can offer you something that'll at least help. One, let you train the sword again, and two, also deal with certain things.
Never told him that Ash was going to be there. Ah, shit!
Yeah. I stashed a thing on. Oh, I stashed a thing on a corpse that Ash took with him in Dragonspire. Oh, what the fuck? So could potentially track it to find where he
What
took
kind of thing?
it.
Was it a bomb? Oh.
No, I didn't. I don't have bombs. That would have been funny. I'll have to start carrying pipe bombs with me.
Yeah, exactly. Pipe bomb, light it, and then surprise.
Yeah.
Is that what I should do in Romania? Ash is going with me, by
Yeah.
the way. Well, I'm going with Ash. I don't know.
Watch out for vampires.
Yeah.
You know what? No, throw complex symbols at him.
Throw a puzzle at him.
Give him a Rubik's Cube and ask him what he thinks about it.
Yeah, I can go over to the convenience store and buy one. I'm sure we could get one right now.
Oh, I have one.
Wait,
okay.
Ash, like you a lot. Maybe Ash only sees in colors of like black and white and red. He's gonna look at a Rubik's Cube and be like,
oh,
I don't understand what this is.
He's colorblind. He's like Ludwig.
Should I buy? I have a Rubik's Cube.
Wait, is that why Ludwig doesn't like him?
Do I show him a picture of an engine? I think those are combos.
You
show Ash an engine block.
Yeah.
Like an engine schematic. It's gonna be like,
Yeah.
what do you think of this? He's gonna melt.
What do you think of this? Show him one of those like metal ring
Technology.
puzzles. You have to like.
I fucking hate vampires.
I don't even know what DT wants from Romania, but we're going.
I have no clue. He like got really obsessed with going to
For
Romania.
Ash's history.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why?
I think they're
I
going
don't
for
know.
Ash's history or like family tree. I think. Which he wanted me there,
yes,
and he paid me.
vampire history.
Yeah.
My
Vampire
favorite.
history.
Let's learn about how many people they've eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1, Phil Johnson.
Number 2, the entirety of Romania once.
Oh!
Can you not?
Ooh.
Can you not? Go away.
Hey, you want to see something? It's kind of cool. Hold on.
Sure.
Who's that?
Mine. Pocket. What the? Huh? What the?
I've come to beat you up.
Oh. Oh.
Which one of us?
I haven't decided yet.
Well, right now I'm orange, so.
Well, you're orange, but she has a baseball bat, so like so far you seem the more likely target.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Igni.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
One talent.
Yeah?
I should just use
Hope
R.
not.
So I learned a thing, right? And so I thought about it, right? And so Patty's got that fucking soul armor that she has, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking there's probably more people like that, or like necromancers, or like soul-based creatures, like Clover, big bad guys, you know, things like that who use that. So I was thinking, oh man, it'd be a great idea if I learned how to punch with my soul.
Mm-hmm.
You have logic.
Yeah.
I don't even.
Oh shit!
I just hit people.
Okay. Yeah,
I just punch the tree soul. Peanut butter. No, he's out here punching tree souls. What the fuck?
The tree doesn't have a soul.
Did you just hear it?
just
It just
cried.
whimpered.
It just cried.
I think it just
whimpered.
cried. What are you talking about?
Oh,
What
it
are you
is.
talking about?
It is raining hatchets.
Oh! What are you talking about?
He's resistant to them.
I can only do this for so long. I know. The rain's gonna make them like melt, so we gotta go.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Yeah, it is like getting hit by rocks, I guess, for you.
Oh, they're gone. Oh, it's over.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go somewhere. I'm just gonna go wander around. I think I might go like exploring. I'm gonna go exploring, and then I'll come home later. I'm gonna also bring home food for Ran.
Better not be Burger King.
Puzzles. So
Gonna go get some puzzles. Yeah.
What? I'm losing some context.
According to Higgs,
Vampires are afraid of complex
Yeah.
things, so I'm gonna buy a bunch
by
of
a
puzzles.
puzzle, like a Rubik's Cube, and like a picture of an engine.
I'm going to Romania with DT and Ash, and I think 2 to 3 other people for some reason.
When?
Thursday.
I think.
It would be really funny.
What?
Just, I don't know, 2 random strangers just off the distance sightseeing the entire time.
I mean, I can leave a note.
I'll tell you what. I'll even be reasonable about it. I will be on my best behavior. Once an opportunity arises, but I will be on my best behavior.
I'll leave a note. Somewhere. You'll find it.
I don't know if I trust that.
What an ominous thing to
What?
say. I'll leave a
Yeah,
note
this
somewhere.
sounds so ominous.
Gonna go get his toothbrush, and it's just
he
gonna
go
be
punching over
just
there?
gonna be wrapped.
He's
Why
sold
in
at the
town?
train station.
I'm gonna go.
Count as a soul
Why?
part. It's probably like
Why
40
in the middle of the
$50.
parking lot? Why? Oh.
In here! In here! In here! Come here! Is it safe? Oh,
No,
it's
they're
safe
still
yet.
falling.
No.
Yeah, it's safe.
Why? Why just in the middle of town?
Hold on.
They're done.
They're done? Okay.
I think Peanut Butter likes that. I think Peanut Butter likes the thought of me punching souls. Punching with my soul.
Igni.
Yeah, here's the thing, though.
Hard.
Hi, you guys okay? I just saw
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of
Number one. Twice now you've
Higgs is just punching with his soul.
She'll be fine. Make a hatchet.
You'll also be fine if you stop punching the soul out of things, apparently.
down.
So did you make like a suit armor at one point?
Yeah, no, don't worry about that.
Yeah, I used to.
Okay.
It was
Is she
cumbersome.
currently in it, though? No, she is not, so do not do that, please. All I ask.
Hi.
Couple.
Best behavior.
Huh?
Hey, can you give me one of those funny Garu crystals?
Sure. To my homeroom?
Nah, just here. Just here.
That's different, but okay. I can do that.
Oh,
Just
are
to
you
get back
securing
over
your...
here.
Yeah, so securing your way back
I
home.
wanted, if it worked for you, then it should work for me, you know? You know, get to it. We want
Yeah,
this out.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you're taking
It'll-
me along.
If they're set up, you're going to go to the sweep loom, by the way. Every time you use that, you're going to be going to the sweep loom.
That's fine. I'll buy a latte on my way out to really like.
Oh no! You're using it as a portal to get there for safety. You're gonna get there and work a shift, and then you can go home.
What the fuck? I'm a multi-millionaire. I don't need a. You know what? I'll do it. How much?
That was the most pompous thing you could
Yeah,
have said.
yeah.
I'm a multi-millionaire. I shouldn't
I'm
have
a
to work.
multi-millionaire.
Could you make your pinky? Well, you just work
That's
a
a
shift for
Karu
4 hours.
question.
A 4-hour shift. How do you say? Something simple. Think of it this way. Think of it this way. You're not looking at the opportunities being set before you. Yes, you're working at a coffee shop. Hear me out, though. You know how to blend brew a very good cup of coffee for Ran, who I guarantee will be very appreciative of that.
Oh, we'll probably be doing coffee at the Brewster. Do you want like that?
No, don't take the thunder away from my funny idea.
Remember what he just said? He's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah,
He
he's a
doesn't need work.
multi-millionaire. He doesn't associate with us poor people.
Technically, we're
Us
only-
commoners.
Us commoners.
The multi-millionaire that still owes me 1 million
allowed
credits.
to employ
What, this one?
Mhm.
This check? For 1 million credits?
That one.
This one?
Oh yeah, I had one of them too, and then Higgs ripped it up.
Oh, what is he?
What is he doing? Why? Why?
I'm real tempted, but I'm not going to. It's only going to end up in misery for me.
I can do it again.
What just happened? I don't know what just happened. I'm scared of ceilings now. I have a new fear.
I wonder. I'm probably gonna go home at this point.
5-minute adventure.
That's how it begins.
From the rafters. Okay, now.
Alright, you ready?
Yeah.
Let's go home. Son of a bitch, he
Okay.
dead ass looked at the two of you and then looked straight down at me and said nothing. I was like, you bitch.
I'm going to have to try to go to the beach again, and before
Yeah.
he didn't even try, he just did.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how I get there, other than sleeping on a beach.
I'll go sleep on a beach.
It's
We
actually gonna be a
literally have
quick
one at Misty.
question.
Yeah.
Fair. I have one at Calvo. We have one at Atlanta Soccer.
Same.
Oh, where have you been this entire time?
I'm gonna turn on.
Orb. Consume. Consume the orb.
That's it. I have a card now. I lied.
Oh, finally.
Shiny.
Okay, time to raid.
Fuck you using soul shit.
You like some shiny?
Yeah. Balls.
He punched the soul out of a tree.
Can't believe it.
I can get away. RP dodge.
Thanks for hanging out. Have fun over.
Don't do soul damage. That's
Go bye.
Don't do soul damage.
Here's why.
What is soul damage even?
Why what?
What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean?
Fucking thing you message. What do you mean why what?
It was on my Twitter, so I decided it was on my Twitter.
Come here. It's time for you. Wear the cup.
It was on
Soul
my
Gem.
Twitter, so I
Putting
sent
you
it to
into Soul
you.
Gem.
I sent it to everyone in that.
There you go. You got cup halo.
This is the black root that Higgs would see.
Oh, just consume.
I'd be dead.
Oh, I already have something typed up if you did touch it.
I'm gonna have to ask Cotton if you can.
I might have talked him out of it.
I have something typed up for everyone if they touch the black in particular.
All right, I'm gonna go touch the black. I'm gonna go touch it then.
Not you though, because you aren't in there.
No one ever takes me car trips anymore.
Because they can't take. Technically, I think Fable could take you, like, you know, mentally and Higgs.
Yeah, I think
that work. That work.
No, I'm like thinking if it would work that if he
If-
touches the
yeah.
root, would you also feel the root? I think
I'm.
Yeah, that's what's
up to you.
Well, go experiment. Go be all like,
Hey,
hey,
go.
come on, let's go. Go touch it.
Yeah, go touch it.
Higgs, you know how I said don't touch it? I want you to touch it now, but let me in your brain.
Let's both touch. Yeah.
I'm okay with doing the stupid thing.
Yeah, they'll both touch the root.
He wants to be in your brain so you can touch it, and he'll
I've already
also feel
done
it.
that. Time to
We'll
do
go
it
together.
again.
We'll make it a group miserable experience.
I just want to say too, when I was like complaining about my fucking like jaw cramp that actually happened. And
I assumed so. I assumed as much.
It's awful. I don't know where that came from. It hurts so much. Yeah.
You.
I don't know.